ship was able to sail back up north, or is it stuck?
Oh no, it'll be able to sail back up north. They were picking up passengers. They got a whole ship full of people that refugees are getting out of the area.
Can I take uh, weapon shield style so I don't get penalized for shield bashing and using my sword in the same round?
Why not?
Sweet. That's what I'm spending my level 6 slot on. Yay. I think I might
There he
take
goes.
I think I might take hunting as well, because I still haven't spent my level 3 slot. I think it might be a good idea just in case somebody wants me to, carve up a dragon for its hide or something. I don't know. Do you use hunting for things other than just, I mean, for like skinning animals and skinning monsters and shit like that?
That's animal rendering, I believe.
What book is that in?
Rangers.
There's literally a skill for everything in this game. And 2E, oh, there's what, 400 or 500 different skills.
Holy crap.
Well, I don't have Tridracus. See, I think his initiative and stuff are set up in.
Rangers. Proficiencies.
No. His attack is.
Alertness, boating, camouflage, cartography, distant sense, falconry.
Gotta fix his initiative.
I thought it was in Rangers.
Foraging, sea-based riding, signaling, spelunking, trail marking, trail signs, veterinary healing, crude weaponsmithing. Nope.
Yeah, let me check there's a master list online.
There is a partial list. It doesn't even have all of them. There's several books that it doesn't include, but it's literally 3 pages of skills right there.
If it's in
And
like
just that one.
the Dungeoneer's Survival Guide or whatever for first edition, I don't want to fucking hear about it. That book is so bullshit.
I believe it's out of the Dwarven book, I think. Maybe.
I don't think so, but I'll check.
Or maybe the Barbarian one.
Proficiencies. Non-weapon proficiencies. Alertness, animal lore, armor, astrology, blind fighting, boating, boatwright, direction sense, dwarf runes, endurance, fungi recognition, gem cutting, intimidation, local dwarf history, locksmithing, mining, modern languages, pest control, Riding airborne, riding land, animals, sign language, signaling, slow respiration, smelting, sound analysis, survival underground, underground navigation, weaponsmithing. That's it. And then
And the master list doesn't have it.
let's see. D&D books.
There's a skill somewhere for skinning. If it's not, maybe it's just called.
I don't think there is.
Not on that page.
That's why I always used hunting. Any hunter can skin shit. It's just part of hunting anyways. I mean, field dressing and skinning something before you cook it. Preserving skins. Let's see. Barbarian's Handbook.
Oh, there you go.
Efficiency.
That's what it's for.
What's it called?
Animal rending.
Animal rending. What book is it in?
The Barbarian book, page 72.
Page 72.
He also posted it in Discord. You just want to look at it. Lets you harvest valuable products from the carcass without damaging it, including furs, horns, teeth, hides, and organs. Sounds sexy.
That's fucking awesome.
That does seem like pretty decent. So I have a question about those things. So when they require more slots, like does that mean like how do you get one proficiency slot every however many levels? So what if I want
You have to save them up.
So you can save them up? Okay. That was my question.
You can't save up ones from first level though. The ones from first level you have to spend all of them.
Okay, maybe that's what confused me. Okay. Thank you. So then do you have to like kind of say that you're if your skill you want is 2, like say because I'm just looking at the page, say I want astrology, it requires 2 slots. So on my next level would I say I'm gonna start learning astrology and then next time finish learning it, or can I literally just save it and pick then?
However West
You can
wants
just
it.
save the proficiency and purchase it whenever you have the level for it. Proficiencies can be used for other things too, like wizards can save their proficiencies and use them for signatures.
Oh shit! I should reread that because I remember reading that and it was awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, I want to get animal rending. This is a fucking cool proficiency. Yeah.
Which book was that shit in again? That's the signature spells.
Animal rendering or signature spell?
Signature spells. Was that in spells and powers or skills and powers?
Spells and powers, I believe. One of those two.
Yeah, spells and magic.
Spells and magic. Thank you. Not important.
Signature spells are cool. Remember, Isaac had a lightning bolt as his signature spell.
That seems handy. I hope our party doesn't doesn't have a problem becoming old.
Dex +2, no problem. It's based on Dex. That's fucking cool. Yeah, my Dex is okay.
What races are in our group? Specifically Zalman. What is he? He's
I'm an
Azamar.
Azamar.
How old do Azamar get before they croak?
They live, I think, as long as half elves.
Okay.
In that neighborhood.
Longer than humans, probably.
Yes. Yeah, like 150 years or something like that.
Oh, nice. Actually, you won't mind giving up a couple of those years, then no big deal. Jumps off the ship.
Let's see.
I miss Henry.
Drakath isn't quite as powerful a caster. You know, the healers have such powerful spells, but his bow is a lot stronger and he has better healing, generalized healing.
Okay. Glad to hear it. Lucian, I believe here.
He also has rogue skills as well, so he can kind of serve as both the healer, the rogue, and...
Okay. Davin the Woad, what race are you, if I may ask?
Human.
Alright. And how old are you roughly?
40.
Oh, nice. Got you some of that wisdom bonus. Yes, as humans age, they gain wisdom and intelligence. Or is it just wisdom and something else?
I'll do.
Really? I did not know that.
All the races do is when they reach certain milestones.
Nice.
Drakath is a wood.
Okay, good.
So he's got some of that infravision business going on. He's not quite as good a ranger as Braum was, but he's got some survivalist skills.
Nobody seems to have disagreed with me laying claim to that superior infravision ring. So I'm going to cement my hold over it, if that's okay.
Yeah, I would like someone who doesn't have infravision at all to have that ring, so that we're closer to having.
Well, there's there's two of the regular ones, and then the superior one extends the range. It gives you the drow elf.
Yeah, so somebody who does infravision could take the superior one and they'd double their vision. So as much as I like seeing, I definitely would give it up, because just getting normal infravision would be still better than having to throw torches all over the bloody dungeon.
So Azamar reached middle-aged at 62, old at 83, and venerable at 125, and you usually don't live long after you're venerable. It's like maybe 10, 20 more years, so about 135, 145.
Yeah, when you get venerable, people don't slam doors around.
So, what kind of like in-game bonuses does that give you? Or negation?
What age?
Oh, it's 125 plus 2d20. That's how long they live. So up to 145 years.
I don't think anybody's claimed any of those kick-ass potions. I don't think anybody's even reviewed.
Yeah. Somebody, I think
We're
somebody
discussing it.
claimed the. Oh yeah, Brom. Brom claimed a couple of them. I was
Yes,
about
but
to.
he's never showed up. He hasn't showed up to a game since. So
Yeah. If nobody else
if he
wants them,
doesn't show up next week, I'm kicking him out of the session. That's the new rules. After 3 weeks of not hearing from you, you're out.
Okay, seems reasonable. And I've been eyeing up that potion that increases prime ability scores by one. As it may not be super useful for me, but I do want to be the smartest. That is, I would like to be the most intelligent I can be, the best me I can be.
Barf.
There's one that increases prime score by one. There's one that increases con by one, and then there's one that increases a random ability score that will roll when you drink it by 1 to 3.
Yeah. There's some good stuff that hasn't been claimed. I reread the loot and every once in a while.
There's one that causes an intestinal parasite disease, which I thought would have been fun if somebody drank.
Oh, that'll definitely be me since I'm the one with the IBS.
I feel like Barf would have no problem drinking that anyway.
Oh shit.
Yes, I rolled dysentery. A good old potion of dysentery. There's also an elixir of life in there that the party can use at some point if somebody dies.
Yeah. Brom grabbed that as well, but I'm assuming I'm gonna just take them all into my possession, and I will dole them out as
Actually, we have
required.
a bag
just
of
so that.
holding, and that's where they're sitting at right now.
Oh, okay. As long
Yeah, he's got a bag of
they're-
holding.
Okay, as long as they're just somewhere, then I'm happy.
Yeah, those
I'll,
7 potions of frost resistance, y'all might need those soon. Y'all also have a scroll that has several, I think 10 endure colds on them. Y'all might need those soon.
I'll grab the scroll of endure cold, I guess. So there's 10 scrolls or one scroll with 10.
Yeah, one scroll with 10 on it. It
Can I cast that
can
as
be
a
used by
cleric?
anybody though.
Okay.
Yeah, anybody can cast it.
How long does
The
that
scroll was
last?
designed so that anyone can use it. I think it's a 24 hours. I think at the level that one's cast at, either 24 or 18 hours.
Wow.
I'm gonna try to get some healing build going here. Get ready to support everybody because I'm not very strong on the front line there. So probably
Oh, what kind of armor are you wearing?
chain.
Y'all had
shield.
some. The party had some plate, I believe, regular plate, man. Didn't Zulamon had plate? And he's got full plate now from the cleric, right? Either had field plate or full plate. I couldn't remember which one it was.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm wearing field plate mail.
Yeah, that's what the cleric had. And y'all found a suit of plate mail while in the dungeon, so they have an extra suit of plate mail.
Is it magic plate mail?
No, it's just the regular plate mail.
Oh.
I'll
One of
grab
the
some
soldiers
plate
was
mail
wearing.
then. Is that +1 shield taken as well? Or is
Yes, the paladin took that.
plate mail, shield, and plate mail is what? 2? Plate mail, shield 2?
Yeah, plate mail and shield is 2.
And surprise
Yeah,
is
yeah, arsenal
4.
with the 4 spell books I have, so I can use any of those books.
I'm gonna grab a ring of infravision myself, I guess. cast aside my chainmail.
Y'all would have been somewhere around here.
Nice.
Whenever y'all come across the frozen river, y'all will have to follow the river to the fork, and then you can either follow the river all the way down, or take a road that cuts from here straight to Torland. Probably decrease your travel time by a day,
That's what the roads are for.
depending on the weather conditions. Speaking of which, would somebody roll me a die 20 minus 2? Ooh, heavy snow. It is cold as a son of a bitch outside.
Ooh, I love snow.
Imagine that's gonna run. That's gonna wreak havoc with my system.
I will cast several endure colds.
It's not snowstorm level, it's just not to the point where it's going to start doing damage, because y'all do have heavy cloaks and stuff that were given to y'all before you left, but y'all have to bundle up in those to keep from, you know, taking frost damage, but that's enough to protect you from the little bit of frost damage you would take.
Okay.
So
Oh, yeah,
long
I've
story short, you're all hugging both.
No, I've been cuddled up in my winter years.
It is
since we left.
it is a cold, miserable day.
Easy. Yeah, I guess you've been up to Buffalo recently.
I'm taking Lehman's tiny hut as well. No, I'm gonna leave that for everybody.
Uh-oh. Where the fuck is my wolf? There it is.
Oh yeah. Get your wool, because you'll definitely want to have it on.
What does a potion of water form do?
It gives you basically a water elemental form. Be very useful against fire-using creatures, because you can like throw water at them and make them like a tidal wave type attack and do damage to them. So I guess y'all will travel down the river. Y'all gonna chill here? What y'all?
Yeah, let's go straight down
Yeah, following the river.
as fast as we can.
Going down south. On walkabout. Yo,
Yeah.
take point.
Hang near the back because I am a coward. And by coward I mean squishy.
So you've got this one a little more now?
What do you mean?
I'm not too concerned about the cold. All I gotta do is
Yes.
light my flame sword.
Right here.
One of these days we some of the garbage off.
Yeah, maybe, but right now I'm in the middle of the game.
Okay.
D&D.
Right then.
I love you.
Good.
I know there's nothing happening here, but my character isn't here.
Oh, how sweet.
Easy.
I love you, Mama.
Yo, we have dog sleds, right? And some dogs. Are we?
Yep.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yes, you have 2 dog sleds with sufficient dogs to pull it, and a cart with some like Clydesdale style draft horses.
Alright, I'm all about that dog sled.
Yeah, yeah.
Throw me up.
Casting armor on myself. Just to have it.
Very good.
So, question: where's my token?
Who are you?
You just click and drag it out
Oh,
from your person character thingy.
Oh, Captain Underpants. Welcome to join. Glad you joined us.
yeah.
Let's
Sorry, I had
see.
to leave last time. I was not feeling the best. Didn't really do the whole.
There's Borfy.
I'll try not to barf this time around. Keyword try.
It doesn't matter if you succeed or fail. You're still gonna be barf to me, buddy.
I believe you
Never
have
heard
some
that
hit points to roll there, Barf. You should not be at 14. Let's see, what level are you now? You are 3rd level, so...
Alright. How do I do that again?
You should be able to see it there. Dwarves will be 5 plus a die 3, plus your con.
Why do dwarves have their own hit dice? Like, they're not a class.
Once they're part of your creatures, they're also a class, but there's also a dwarven class.
Really? Did not know
Back
that.
in the
That's in Beck Me D&D.
There you go.
Nice.
Plus Constitution.
Mold
yeah, wherever
version.
Yeah.
Compass was.
Red box.
Red box.
Red
Yeah, the Elmore era, the Menser box sets.
Menser.
Basic, Expert, Master, Companion, Immortal.
My Constitution is 18.
That's a
that's
lot of
plus
extra
3.
hit points.
So 8 plus 3 is 11, so you should have 25 hit points now. That's much better. And I'm thinking you didn't roll your second level ones either, because 14 would have been the... no, 14 wouldn't have been the max. You must have rolled really low. You would have got max for your first level, which would have been, what, 7 plus 3 would have been 10. So I don't know how you had 14.
So maybe you're right. I didn't do it before.
I know my first couple levels I was going off
Alright,
of
should I do it
20
again?
rules.
Yes. So you should have had 21 hit points.
So 21 hit points for my.
Yeah, 21 hit points now, and roll another die, a 5 plus die 3. Very nice.
And if no way that a 6th level mage should have more hit points than a 4th level fighter.
Is he 3rd or 4th? Are you 4th now?
I don't know, but I'm happy.
Oh, your XP reports.
Yes, you are a 4th level fighter, so you need to roll that again.
Bless you.
Nyuk, 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 nyuk.
How do you do that,
Dwarf should be a 5th level.
where you drag to see how many feet you're going?
Oh, you
the-
right click.
There you go, 41 hit points.
Yeah, when
that looks more like a fighter.
When
of
you're
4th
dragging your
level.
token around, you right click, and it opens up the measuring tool, and then everywhere you right click, you can set up waypoints.
I see. Gotcha.
Oh, my
Nice.
kid gets so excited when he watches monster trucks.
Oh, that's adorable.
All right, well, several hours into the cold day,
Yes.
Okay, this I gotta get used to this new pen and the new zoom feature.
Dracoth yells out, "Hold! We have hostile."
I am going to believe our wood elf, and I will cower behind Zalamon's direwolf, whose name is.
Yo, there's some kind of winged demon thing in the river right there. I mean, on the river, right there.
Huh. So you say. Uh-oh.
Yeah, two.
They're
Oh, two of them.
multiplying.
Two. 1, 2. 1 times 2 is 2.
I'm going to dog sled my dogs away from the river.
Mush, mush.
These things pop up out of the water and begin to approach you. They do not look friendly.
Out of the water or the ice?
Right out of the ice.
It seems bad.
In fact, you barely noticed them if the ranger hadn't have seen them. The archer hadn't have seen them. They actually looked like they were part of the ice.
What is our ranger's friend or ranger's name again? Why doesn't he have a name tag under him?
Dracoth, he does. You just probably can't see it. Let me go into his token.
Thank you. And am I supposed to be able to see other people's health totals or no?
It's a way
Yeah,
for
you should be
to-
able to see all of the rest of the party stuff. Yeah, everybody should be able to see each other's health bar.
Okay, I can see a health
as
bar,
an
but I don't see
indication
any
of
numbers.
seeing out there how healthy they are.
Okay.
And remember, when you change a token, you have to save it to the sheet again for it to take.
Yes, it's such a pain in the ass, isn't it?
And can you expand me out, please, for Focus Square?
Do what?
Make me have my token fill up the square, so like this little, so like only a quarter of a square. Thank you.
Aren't you a dwarf?
No, I'm half elf.
He's a half elf, so he should fill up most of the.
Oh, I was
My
thinking
turn?
dwarf.
You haven't gone any turns yet.
You want some initiatives?
I'm gonna assume that these are cold.
Well, they look like walking pieces of ice, so yeah, that'd probably be a safe.
Save my spells for now.
How do I get a second weapon thrown into my initiative? If I've got a sling now.
We'll have to adjust it.
Sorry, I don't know roll 20 magic. Also, for 2E, do I have to memorize a specific spell per slot?
For mages, yeah.
As a cleric?
Clerics usually no. Rules as written, they do, but most DMs say that the clerics just have to pray for the effect they're looking
First and
for.
second level spells, you can just pray for them as you use them. Third level, you have to pray for them at the beginning.
Okay.
Because actually, first and second level spells don't require your deity's intervention. Of course, the deity would never tell you that, but first and
Yeah.
second level spells don't require a deity to.
Okay.
Interesting.
I will. I'm just gonna roll what third level spell I chose then.
Just pick one.
Nope. I like to roll. Fight me.
What? That's
There.
crazy.
That's actually a pretty good spell anyway.
It's crazy talk. How can you not plan ahead for your day? As a wizard, my entire life is based around planning. Your method of chaos is madness.
My method of chaos is God. God provides.
Amen.
Hail God!
I have heard it said that God helps those who help themselves, not those
I am the
who
master of
roll
chaos.
randomly to figure out what they're going to do.
Well, God just provided me animate dead, so it's pretty sweet.
I like your God.
These little frozen things seem to be moving towards you. They're winged. Let's see what else does it say about the way they look. They're tiny, finely humanoids covered in ice.
Hmm.
Methods.
Angular with translucent ice blue skin.
Wings?
Yo, it's some kind of winged ice gremlin thing.
Oh,
That's
big
a
are they?
perfect description. Ice gremlin.
Hopefully I can hit it with a hammer.
Hey, just a question. Is team play around?
Which
Like
one
a
you gonna run
combination
over?
attack?
What do you mean?
So if I have like a Zalamat toss a Borf to one of the ice gremlins, would that be effective? Could that be something?
That'll all depend on your dice rolls.
Okay, sounds fair.
So you're gonna move out onto the ice to take a swing
Nope.
at the ice mephit there?
To the coast. Take a swing at it.
Are you lighting it on fire?
Yeah.
That'll hit. Roll your fire damage. There is no undead to turn.
No, but you can
What is
also
that,
attempt to turn. You can also attempt to turn minor, lesser creatures from lower planes. So he got a total of 8 points of damage.
It lets out a yelp. There's parts of it literally just melt off. I guess that makes it your turn there, Zolomon.
How high is this one?
They're just barely above the ice.
Okay, I'm charging him down with my lance.
Somebody rolled initiative, but it doesn't say who.
I did.
Oh, fumble!
You ready for my next turn?
You and the wolf go sliding across the ice in a most unprofessional looking manner. This one on Elysian. What will he do?
Got it at AC too?
He breathes a volley of ice shards right into your face. Save versus breath weapon, please.
Yep.
It does 3 damage or 2 damage. So you take 2 points of ice damage.
Okay.
Kime, you're up.
I don't think so. Hang on.
Hanging. Hanging.
Be sure to note the effects of that ring of warmth you're wearing, Zillam.
Am I still hanging on, Elysian?
Everybody else is shivering and freezing cold, and you're just... Oh, it feels like summer.
Must be nice.
So what you up to, Kime?
I see Zalmond go skittering across the ice. Looks a little bit slipperier than he expected, but
Yeah.
I'm not concerned about that little gremlin at his back, so I yell at it, "Slow the hell down, you little fuck," and I cast snail oil on it. Essentially slowing the demon at my friend's back.
I approve.
And then I'm going to retreat behind Dove and the Woad. Because I'm still a coward.
Well, its attack was next, but since it has been slowed, it will not... No, wait a minute. They get 3 attacks. Right? Claw, no, 2 claw attacks, so he'll only get 1 claw attack each round then. And he just wasted his attack. This fat one back up here, he does some kind of dance, and this portal opens up.
Oh shit. Portals can't be good.
Oh, can I enter it, guys?
Yo, it's a portal to hell.
Or the parallel and ice.
Yes, a
To something very nice,
cold,
like summer.
wintry. It looks like a cold, wintry thing if you're able to see through it, and another little critter walks through portal.
No more friends.
Ah, but I love friends.
Our friends are okay. Their friends not so much.
Yeah, you got a point there.
Anybody got the shatter spell? Shatter? Anybody?
I got a shot spell
Shatter.
right here with my fist.
Shatter.
I have it on a lead scroll that I haven't quite learned it yet. I'm going to learn that tonight, though.
I don't think it's in the spell books that I have.
Once I learn it, then you can copy it from me if you're interested.
Let's try Draka's turn. Draka's turn. He will. He sees that one's. He sees that one summoning shit. He doesn't like that very much. He thinks that's not very cool.
I concur with his assessment.
So he knocks the boo-boo piss out of that thing.
Yeah. Out of the summon or the summoner?
Well, not knowing any better, he attacked the summoner.
Okay.
So it can be stricken with regular
Well,
weapons.
flowing he does.
Get out of there, Drago.
And the new summoned one flies over to him and spits in his face. He takes 2 points of damage. Kind of shivers a little. I'm gonna use it Talisian's turn
David.
again. Daven.
That guy who summoned this other one, did he use any verbal components or?
He did some kind of weird dance. Flung snow and ice in the air and did some kind of booty dance.
Can I fuck it?
You gotta
Please,
kill
no.
it first.
I was actually told by
Yes.
Wesley not to do that again.
It'd be interesting seeing him attempt to do so with a frozen creature. That would be. Have you ever seen what's that? The movie they play on Christmas all the time? You'll shoot your eye out.
Christmas story.
Okay.
Home Alone?
Christmas Story, where he sticks his tongue to the metal pole and it sticks to it. Only it wouldn't be your tongue.
Okay, you got a point. This is a fun game.
So, David, you're gonna go whack him.
Can't really reach him. Trying to think of
Can you whack this
hold person or something on him, but I don't know what the range is on hold person. I'm looking at 6 feet, I think, or 6
feet?
inches.
No. 6 inches would be 6 square.
Okay, then I could probably hit him from there.
Yeah, it's 60 feet.
Then why did I run all the way over to him? But no, I'll cast hold person on him here then.
Which one?
Sorry, the summoner. I think this was him anyway.
Yes.
What does hold person do?
Spell holds immobile and freezes in place. 1 to 3 humans or humanoid creatures.
He makes like a statue. He kind of already looked like a statue. Now he looks like an ice sculpture.
Does it stop
That's
when you
cool.
take actions?
Usually only works on PC races, but that's awesome. It probably should work on these guys because they have low hit dice, right?
Yeah, they're very low hit dice.
Still
creatures.
tiny guys.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe it says I can hold up to 3.
But they have to
I
be
just,
within the
They live
area
within
of
a certain
effect.
radius of each other.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
It's got a
Well-
30 by 30 by 30 AoE, right? They have to be within 30 feet of each other.
I think it's 20, isn't it?
Oh, that's even worse.
Whatever 6 inches is. Okay, I'll just hold him anyway.
He is helded.
I think I could stretch it to get get this guy too, though. No, 35. Disregard. And that ends my turn.
Yeah, it's 20-foot cube for hold person.
That's what I was thinking was 20-foot cube. So he is held in place. Boar, you're up.
Aye. Does anyone really want to? Does anyone willing want to throw me to the 3 guys?
Well, there's not really anybody around you that can at this point.
Yeah, screw it. Then I'm just going to go up there and whack him with my hammer.
Excellent choice.
Hacks.
You don't quite hit him hard enough to do any damage. Your hammer just kind of bounces off of him.
Oh my god, that's awesome! Can I do that? Can I try it out on me?
Zulaman, you and your wolf recover. What you up?
Okay. I guess I'm gonna turn the wolf around and have him bite this one. What's this slow 3 thing? What's this symbol on him?
He slowed for 3 rounds.
Oh, with the slow spell?
Similar to it,
It's
yeah.
nail oil, yeah.
Okay. That gives +4 to hit people, right?
Yes.
That is correct.
Okay. So I'm gonna have the wolf bite him, and I'm gonna shield bash him. So I can't really use my lance at point without charging. So let's see here.
Go for it. Do you have a macro for your wolf?
Yeah.
Nah, I figured you did.
-1 for 3, and my shield bash or shield punch. -9 for 6. Damn. My Sacco's doing pretty good. Oh, and I rolled an 18.
So his feelings are fairly hurt. He's looking. You can see cracks forming through his eye.
Oh, what's the matter, little guy? You gonna cry? You gonna cry, huh? Ooh, wah,
spit.
wah.
Ooh. Natural 20 on you, Delicion. The other one misses.
Okay.
The good news is they only do 1 to 2 points of damage with their attack, so he does the big fat 2 points of damage to you.
So far, that's 5 off of my shield spell.
Kaim, you're up.
Alright. Nothing too interesting this time. I'm just going
You mean armor?
Yeah, my armor spell, yeah.
to firebolt the one on Talisi.
Alrighty, he'll take an extra point of damage since he's an ice-based creature. So he'll take 2.
A whopping 2 damage.
That per die? What? That per die?
It's from the firebolt spell.
It said that he cast it as a 0th level wizard.
Yeah, it's a 0 level spell from.
Yeah, it's a 0 level spell.
Oh,
It does
oh.
an extra point of damage to
Gotcha.
a ice-based creature.
Ah,
And I'm gonna move a little bit further away from.
literally a 0th level spell.
Okay.
Weird.
I like out of 3rd edition. I adopted it into this edition. Gives wizards something to do other than stand around playing with themselves.
Wizards have enough to do if they select it. It just comes on spell selection.
This one is moving real slow. We'll say even Zulaman, odd Vorf. So he's going to take a swipe at you, Vorf, for trying to hit him with a hammer, and he will miss horribly because he's at negatives on top of that.
And its back's turned to Zalaman, so.
This one is held, so he can't do shit but play with
He
himself.
can do a saving throw, though. At -2.
Nope, he gets 1 save, and that's it. He failed to save, and he is held.
Yeah, it's
There's
not
no
like
repeating saving throws like 5th edition.
it's not like charm.
Even Charm, it's over a time base, depending on
Their intelligence, yeah.
intelligence or wisdom one of the two.
And Tridrakith knocks the hell out of this one. It's it looks like it's literally shattered almost to pieces, but somehow it's still holding its form, barely. And it begins to do the jigga dance, and ooh, it opens a portal.
Son of a bitch.
Well, I'm not a fan of these guys.
What are those fucking Russian nesting dolls?
Hey,
And
whoa.
these two things walk through the portal.
Jesus Christ. I've had it up to here with these motherfuckers.
Try these motherfucking methods on this motherfucking river.
Yeah. Reach it.
But they won't get an attack till next round. Talesian, you're up.
They won't get attack at all if I have anything to say about it.
Okay. I'm gonna be casting Burning Hands on this guy. Give me a second here.
He fails miserably at his saving throw.
Of course. And it's gonna be cast at 3rd level mage.
So that's D3 plus 3, right? Or is it D3 plus 6?
Hang on. It's gonna take 8 points of damage. It's gonna be D3 plus 2.
It doesn't look very happy about that.
But still,
Large portions of it have melted.
But still, that actually would be 9 points of damage because the extra point of fair damage.
David, you're up. You got one over here who's making like an eye sculpture.
Can I make these 3 into an ice sculpture? I don't see.
If you have another if you have another 2nd level spell slot, yes.
Yeah, I got 3 of them, so casting away.
I intend to frickin'
All
save
3 of those would make saving throws without penalty.
They would get penalties.
Actually, I just read. If I'm interpreting that correctly, ice methods are of course immune to all cold-based attacks, but take full damage from fire or heat-based attacks. So that means they take full damage, right? That means they take the maximum,
No,
regardless of the dice rolls.
no,
I think full and max are
It's-
different.
yeah.
Okay, then I've been doing it right. So you're gonna try to hold those 3
Yes, please.
in that little box there.
If I can just get these
Do some
fuckers
dice
to stop
rolling here.
dancing.
All 3 of these fuckers fail, so they're all held as well.
it.
Somebody nuke them.
I'll fucking nuke them for you, buddy.
Be a nuke coming once I get rid of the guy I'm dealing with.
And that ends my turn.
Borf, this one's still in front of you, but it's moving real slow.
Would it be smart to headbutt him instead? Because my weapons are working. One object is what I'm going for. So that's what I'm going to do.
That doesn't even hit him. He just somehow, even though he's slow, he kind of just completely jumps out of.
More like
Maybe you
force
slipped
slip.
in the ice a little bit
Yes.
when you went to swing and kind of just went went wide on the swing. That one, and that one don't get attacked. Zulema.
Which way is this guy facing?
I guess he turned towards Borf. His last attack was against Borf.
Okay, I'm just gonna charge down the one that's on Talisian with my lance. Whoops. Okay. AC 3 for 5 damage. Wow.
Yeah, that was a terrible roll there. Oh, but that was just enough to put him down. He shattered
Yes.
into little pieces. You're up, Kime.
Alright, I'm going to drop a fiery cube upon these nerds over here. It's a 10-foot cube, so I guess I can only hit 2 of them, right?
Yeah, you can get 2 of them.
Alright,
Which 2?
the 2 furthest
The
away.
one on the left or the one on the...
The one on the right.
So the 2 new ones.
Yeah.
They both fail and take a crap load of damage. These don't look like the others. They look more watery.
More watery.
Yeah, and they look kind of like little droplets of water condensed into a form. When you hit them with that, a large amount of that water just vaporizes. They look a little smaller and very, very hard.
Alright, and I'm going to retreat.
This Ice Mephit on Borf is still slowed. He will take his pathetic attack. Oh my gosh, he almost scratched himself. He rolled so poorly. But that would actually be a -1 to hit. This one over here is doing like a statue. Try Dracith. I just realized he gets 2 attacks around because he's an archer. I believe he'll put that one out of its misery. He will. And then he will attack the next one over here that's held. And he too will that one will be put out of its misery as well.
They're dropping like flies. Cold, cold flies.
Talisian, that one was on you is dead.
I'm start chanting for
Casting what?
second.
Fireball.
Fireball, I'm going to center it 20 feet behind the group of 3, or a group of 2 by this so I can hit them.
What, you're fireballing them?
Yep. Give me a moment here.
Alright.
I was going to try to drop an image on the map, but I didn't like it, so.
I got you. You
Damn
can
it.
you can
And it's
catch
going to
them
go
pretty.
off as a level 4 fireball. But you did.
That is unfortunate.
So they each take 19 points of damage if they, 20 points of damage if they, or is that 1 point per die? 1, 20, 19, 22 points of damage if they don't save. And I'm targeting it here, so
That
it
one
should
dies
get him.
whether he saves or not.
Here comes the boom!
That takes them both out. They just vaporize into little clouds of steam. However, I believe they do something nasty when they die.
No, not something nasty.
I'm gonna be getting them mixed up with a different. You know, there's so many different kind of methods, and they all have. No, they. No, that's
What are
their
they called?
attack. They don't do that whenever they die. That's dust methods. Yeah, they just vaporize into worthless clouds of poop.
My bad.
Well, David, there's one left. And he's moving very slow.
Sorry, is it my turn? Is it-
What
Can I
you
get
doing?
there?
Yeah, easily.
I smack him. Dope.
Roll me that beautiful bean footage. Knock a large chunk out of him.
Doing God's work here. Better not dance on me, son.
A very large chunk. Well, he slowed to take him 2 full rounds to cast it.
Good job on the slow mage.
My pleasure.
Borf,
Love fucking.
Borf, you got this ice Miffet doing the slow robot.
Is there any chance I can recruit the guy to our team?
What's that?
Good try.
Is there any chance I can just persuade him to join our side?
You're more than welcome to attempt it.
Alright, just to attack.
Roll your charisma, I guess.
Right, I forgot how to do that again.
Just roll a d20. You want to roll under your charisma score?
You have charisma?
We'll find out. 8.
Sounds about right.
And his charisma's a 9, so. The ice Miffet looks at you and says, I'd rather burn it.
I like this guy. Can we trade board for him?
Zulaman.
Okay, I'm just gonna charge down this last ice Mephit. I'm not fucking around. And I attack him with my lance. -7 for 5 damage. Fuck. I rolled a 1 on damage. Again.
Again. You knock one of his wings off, and one of his legs off, and one of his arms is broken into little pieces, kind of like little pieces fall into the ground, like little ice cubes. But somehow he's managing to still be. Kind, you know he's going to start to speed up here in a minute.
I'm going to move to get a better view of him. I'm gonna hang out by this rock over here. And I'm just going to I'm You know, I'm going to do a miniature fireball, which is just 10 straight damage as far as I'm concerned.
And that kills him dead as a doornail. Because he only had 1 hit point.
Fuck.
That just completely vaporizes him.
Good. Good written.
And y'all are out of combat.
I loot the bodies.
Is there anybody who's been damaged recently?
There are no bodies,
enough
just
for-
puddles of water.
That was joking.
Is there anybody damaged recently enough for first aid to help them?
Well,
Or
I
police.
put my ego. Does
Pardon me?
that count?
Hey, yo,
Talesian?
yo, Drakos.
I've taken a piece of it.
Yep.
Yo, I can lay on hands.
I'm not hurt.
You're not? You look like you're injured. You got that little bit of red bar missing.
Ah, you put a scratch.
Couldn't help but notice your red bar is not very full.
It has put a scratch. It will take more than the likes of these to harm a woman.
Okay then.
My wood is strong.
I'll take point. If you don't mind.
You know, we wood elves are hard.
Yeah.
He says, and I'll take up the rear then.
I bet you will take up the rear.
I'm gonna stay a
I'll
little
take
bit
the
more.
area up anytime.
Well, he is the archer.
I'm gonna hang out just a touch more inland than I was previously. I'm now.
And he is also the hardest person in the party to surprise, so he's probably the good one to have.
I was reading. Where am I reading this? You have different healing spells going on.
Yeah, you get your level added to the healing spell. Die 6 plus your...
Holy shit. That's really, really good.
Up to enough to double the die. So up to 6 for cure light wounds, up to 12 for cure serious, and up to 24 for cure.
Cure light wounds the D8 though.
It does D6 plus your level, so it'll do 7 to up to 7 at first level, and then after that it'll do 8, up to 8.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. So you have all cleric.
What
cure
level
spells
are you?
I'm
What level are you?
5.
So your cure light wound spell will do a die 6 plus 5, so it'll cure 6 to 11 points.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like some homebrew shit.
Pretty much. You got increased hit points, you need increased healing, right? That's right, it's D8 in 2nd edition, yeah, so it'd be D8 plus 6. Or plus 5, D8.
Sorry.
Taliesin, I see you're injured. And God will provide when required.
Praise God.
Did we want to follow the river a little further away from the river?
Yeah, please. Please, not on the
That-
bank.
That might be why.
We did just see a bunch of dudes come out of ice. Please, please, at least.
We
out
have
of out of wing range of them?
Y'all get 30, 40 feet from the river, and you see a couple more come up close to the area y'all were just at. As y'all are traveling further down, they seem to be investigating the area. Like maybe they're looking for their buddies.
Sorry, what are these things called again?
Ice Mythics.
Miffits?
Mephit. Yeah.
And the two he summoned were mist methods.
They're elemental creatures.
Evil little bastards.
Elemental imps.
Oh, the PH.
You could also call them target practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're only dangerous in large numbers.
Stuff.
Their worst ability is hourly they can gate in more of their kind. That's what makes them so dangerous.
Yeah. So any encounter can quickly become doubled.
I noticed. Should we observe these little fuckers or run away?
I think keep a wary eye on them and keep traveling.
As y'all travel a distance from the river, you'll see some of them popping up out of the ice every so often and then going back into it. It seems like the entire river is just infested with these things.
Ooh! I think you guys made a good call there.
After several hours, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours of travel, y'all reach the fork in the river where you can either continue to follow the river, which would take longer, or you can take the road or head towards the road. It's about a half a day travel to find the road, but you know where it is.
The fork in the woad.
The fork in the river.
You making a joke at my expense there, Angel Face?
Yeah. Hope you bought a supply of body bags.
We'll just bury them.
Well, they'll be all wet. Well, hopefully they're waterproof because they'd be full of water.
I think we should follow the road. This river is hazardous at best.
Let's follow the woad.
Well, a couple of more hours pass.
Oh, you cut out for me.
And you encounter nothing. It's starting to get close to dark time. Ready to maybe to propose camp unless y'all are going to travel during the night.
Is it getting colder by the second?
Most definitely.
Oh shit.
You want to try to... How far away are we from the town?
Find a relatively clear area. Drop down. Secure my flame blade in a way where I can act like a makeshift hot spot.
Can your blade just burn indefinitely? Hey. Long time no see, buddy. Ron! I didn't know you were here, buddy.
Alright. I'm cuddling up with the dogs.
I'm going to take first watch. I'm usually a large snorer, so I don't think you like to hear me. Gotta go to sleep. While you're trying to sleep.
There's a birthday odd in the tent.
Oh god, I can't even
I
handle
guess the
one
next
of them.
question is, do you want to spend a couple of hours setting up the cabin tent
Yes. Yes, I do.
and setting up your little fire pit and all that good stuff?
Yeah. From
Yeah,
here, we might as well
fire.
make it weather resistant.
Yes, it's already weather resistant.
Done. We'll waste time setting
There
things.
you can put yourself, whoever's going to be sleeping inside of it can put themselves in there.
Many hands make light work.
I'll take third watch. So the spellcasters can memorize their spells.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
So Borf is alone on the first watch. Who's going to take second watch? Or are you only going to do two?
I guess. Oh, jeez. I'll throw me in there somewhere, I guess. Me and God will watch third.
You can see Khan rolling his eyes.
Well, the wood elf sits by the fire outside, as wood elves don't need to sleep. So he'll just sit there in his little trance-like state.
Oh yeah. Why are we even taking watch anyway?
Ah, he's in a trance. And presumably he's
They're aware of their surroundings when they're in the trance state.
Yeah, even I'm assuming he's wearing cold weather gear as well.
Absolutely. Are you going to attempt to sleep in your armor, or are you going to take your armor off and try to actually get rest? What y'all going to do?
Oh yeah, sure.
I guess the casters, it doesn't really matter because they don't wear armor anyway.
I will take my hula skirt of torches off for the night, in case I roll too close to the fire.
I'm gonna. When I'm
Yeah, you don't want to burst into flame.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
when I'm sleeping, I'm gonna keep my cuirass real close by so I can put it on quickly. But the rest of my armor will be, packed up in my bag. And I'll keep my shield close and my sword close. I'm gonna sleep right next to my wolf here.
Davin's
All
gonna
right,
sleep
Borf,
in a nude. And
Sounds
he's
like something
decided he just decided that the elf's got it, and he's not gonna take any watch.
Seems cold-hearted, but I can't complain since I gotta read a damn book in the morning. Oh.
First watch goes uneventful. Are you going to bed?
Yeah, since I don't go to sleep, then just go through my snoring. Right.
Tridracus swears he heard something on second watch, but doesn't see anything. Nothing ever materializes. Second watch passes uneventfully. Third watch.
That's me. So I put on my armor, cuirass, epaulets, greaves, gauntlets, helmet. Go outside on my direwolf. I wait, yeah, the third watch. Yeah, they're 4-hour watches. Yeah, that's right. Third and final watch.
I'm assuming the casters will be up, preparing their spell.
Yeah, I would like to try to learn
Yep.
the shatter and alter self spells from the lead sheet tablet.
Roll your you could do one in the 4 hour.
Okay, the shatter.
Roll your percentage to learn the spell. To know.
What level is shatter? 2?
Yeah, I believe it's second level.
Yeah, I think so. great for crystalline enemies, and it does same damage as like a fireball at level, what cast as level 5 casting.
Okay. So I have learned myself a shatter.
And a pretty big AoE from what I recall too.
Shatter.
Shatter?
Shatter, shatter.
That's not what I remember.
Oh, area of effect is only a 3-foot radius, but range is 30 yards plus 10 yards per level. Oh, and it can do up to 6d6 damage. It's 1d6 points per caster level to crystalline creatures.
Okay. Yeah.
Zulamon, if you and your wolf would roll me surprise.
Okay. I have +1 from race. Okay, so D10 plus 1. And then my wolf just gets a D10. Not surprised. Unless the enemies are particularly stealthy and incur -1 or more.
This creature would be considered extremely stealthy.
Like it would say in the monster entry if they penalize.
Oh, yeah. Has a rather unique ability.
Invisibility!
Actually, I consider it better than invisibility.
Being ethereal. That's better than invisibility. Like ghosts and thought eaters and shit like that.
You hear nothing, and neither does Tridracus. But the wolf, suddenly the hair on the wolf's neck stands up, and it begins to give a low.
What's up, boy? What are you
It
doing?
smells something, and it doesn't like it.
I let Jesus drive. I let him do his thing.
It begins barking.
I just kind of, you know,
But then you notice something.
I stay
His
saddled
bark
in,
isn't
but let go.
making any noise. Then you notice something. His bark isn't making any noise. He's just mouthing. And you turn around and see that thing standing.
Kind of looks like a wyvern, but with vestigial wings. Did it,
Are you gonna yell a warning to your pals in the campground?
Me? I'm surprised I can't do anything. And the dire wolf isn't making any sound when he howls.
You can roll initiative. It didn't surprise you because you were aware of something coming because of the direwolf. Otherwise,
Okay.
it would have been surprised.
Okay. Something's here! And I roll initiative to charge
And
it down.
no sound comes out of your mouth at all.
Oh, okay. Then I know what to do. He must have cast silence 15-foot radius on me, or silence spell or something.
You go first, Zillimon.
Okay.
You seem to be a lot faster than this creature.
Yeah. I go running through the tent, like, and I jump on the back of it, like on the back wall, and try to knock it over from inside.
It's extremely resilient. It's from inside. Okay. Try to knock the tent down on top of y'all.
Yep. Well, towards the back, so dragging it this way as I run.
Well, it's set with, like, you know, poles in the ground that run up, and then you drape the stuff over the top of it, so you basically just knock it.
Okie
It
dokie.
doesn't really move.
Same effect. It'll probably wake everybody up.
Yeah, I noticed this crazy wolf from rushing away, and I start swearing at him, and I probably noticed that my swears aren't doing very much.
Okay, I was looking at my phone while listening to you guys. What the hell is this?
I'm not sure.
You have
but-
no idea because you were unaware of it.
Yeah, all we know is that Crazy Wolf came rushing in here all quiet and bouncing around the goddamn, like it's a bouncy castle in here.
When you get to the very corner over there, Zolomon, you notice that you can hear sounds as you push against the tent, but the sound doesn't seem to be radiating from where you are. Like, just the little area you're in has sound. Everywhere else inside the tent seems to be quiet, as though sound doesn't...
The whole time I'm yelling, "Wake up! Wake up! 2 arms!"
Unfortunately, none of your party members can hear it. Although the
I'm
two
sorry.
casters see you come running in and
we're
would be
up,
kind of
eh?
like, what the fuck's going on? But nothing comes out of their mouth, so they kind of realize something's going on.
I can tell that he's in a panic.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Panic.
And about that point, you would have realized that there's no sound. You know, you'd have been kind of like, you'd have said, like, what the fuck are you doing? And then realize nothing comes out of your mouth when you say.
So I'm in my nude. I pick up my mace and I shake it angrily.
It's for spellcasting then.
Oh.
I'm guessing the wolf could just trample over all of y'all and wake you up without actually doing,
don't-
you know, any real damage.
So I noticed the wolf try to like attack the tent. I think I'll go over and attack it with him. I got this, Wolfie. And I'll attack the tent.
Talisian, what are you gonna do? You notice that you cannot make any sound.
Letting him rush into it, and I'm gonna find out what's out there.
Does Davin
Wait.
hear me now?
You walk outside and you see something that looks like a strange dragon flapping in the air. It has sharp talons, a long prehensile tail that ends in a nasty-looking spike. You've seen wyverns before, and you know this is not a wyvern.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
So is everyone awake now?
Yes.
Darn it, I was going to do something to make everyone wake up. But I won't say now. I'll wait for another time.
Borf, you would be without your armor unless you attempt. I guess you could take your shield with you, of course, because you just grab that and pick it up. But you'd be without your regular, you know, plate mail or whatever it is.
I have leather armor. Leather armor ain't going to do crap against this guy.
Not really.
Oh, does Davin the
Do you
Woad
have
hear
any
me?
action there, Talib?
Does Davin the Woad hear me now that he's on my side of the tent?
If he move where he's standing at now, he'd have to actually almost occupy your space.
Mm.
Yeah, he's still within the 15 foot. What you gonna do, Talisian? You see this thing standing out there flat or flapping in the air?
Yeah, I see it. And you know the Han Solo where he's chasing after the stormtroopers, then comes across a whole shitload of the stormtroopers and goes back the other direction. That's what I do. I go, nope.
Kime, you see all this action, you don't hear anything though. You're not sure what the hell's going on. You see Talisian run outside and then run right back inside, like, and he's got this
Pantomiming.
pale look on his.
I'm going to rummage around in my pack and pull out the piston hand pump that looks like the old cartoon Bug Spear, but it's loaded with a Greek fire with a range of 15 foot that our benefactor gave to us. And
Yep.
I am going to then retreat over to my buddy the wolf because I'm much more comfortable around him than not. I'm also creeped out by the Borf twins.
Once you get there, you're able to hear, and you hear Zul'Aman screaming about something horrible looking outside.
Oh, shit! This is great. I can hear again. What the hell did you see? And then that's pretty much gonna be it for me. Try and
Don't worry, you don't have to wait long. With ease, it just literally knocks the roof off of the tent.
So is it
Or
flying right now?
Yes.
How high above the ground is it flying?
About 10 foot, enough to knock the top off the tent.
Okay.
Question, why do I... There we go.
Mhm.
I was wondering why there's two Borfs, then Borf disappeared.
I don't know where it came from.
It's my worst
1,
nightmare.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 5 targets. No, 4 targets inside the tent. 1, 2, 3. Looks like it's going to go after the paladin. And while it's flying.
Do I need verbal to cast a scroll?
Yes. So what is your dex bonus and magical bonus there, paladin? Zul'Aman, I need your armor class counting only magical bonus and dex.
9.
Well, you get +1 for the shield. You don't have any dex bonus?
Nope.
Jesus. That means all it has to roll is a 4 or better. Ha! It misses.
Good job.
I'm probably like concealed inside the tent anyways, right?
It ripped the top off the tent.
Mm.
It does a flyby over you and straight up misses, and then takes a couple of attacks at Borf. And what's Borf? Let's see.
Naked. I'm absolutely
Then it would
naked.
be a 9. Then it would be a 9, so the second one would hit. And I want to say that it would use its tail attack and its fight attack, so it would just be one of the simple claw attacks, which doesn't do a lot of damage. You take 4 points of damage. I gotta move that thing off the token layer. Let's move that to the map layer so we can actually click on the tokens. There we go.
Zalman takes 4 damage.
No, Borf does. He missed you entirely. He rolled a natural 1. David, you're up.
He's on these attack
Oh.
runs. He's low
I'm about
enough I
to
can.
roll for initiative. Is that right? Did I do it now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Good. Not so much. What's going on here? He's low enough that I can hit him?
Yes, you could run around out of the tent and up to him to attack him if you want. Wait a minute, you're a dwarf. What's the reach on your weapon?
Davin's human.
Oh yeah, you can reach him if you're human. Because humans are 5-6 foot tall, so you have at least a 5 foot reach on top of that. But
Does he look undead?
not in the slightest.
I'm gonna run over, grab my shield, and head out butt naked with my mace and shield. And distraction techniques. Hit him.
Will miss. It bounces off his armor. Since you didn't get an attack, Bor, if we skipped you, go ahead and take your attack.
Alright. So to save everyone, I'm going to give a sacrificial plight. David, I need you to throw me inside his gullet.
Jesus Christ.
Can you do that for me? Please.
Please, Devin, do it. Do it.
I kinda, if I can, sure.
Can't hear you anyway.
What are you gonna do?
Am I able to position myself with my like shield on my back and kind of like act as a step for Dwarf to jump
If he
in?
wants to hold his attack to your attack, yeah. If he wants to hold his action until you have your action, yeah, then y'all can do them at the same time.
It's up to him.
I have a stupid plan, and if it works, oh my god, I will be the best disgusting hero.
You're gonna go into him and then barf, aren't you?
No.
I think that's your plan. You
None
a
of
hard
us
time
have any
convincing the
hope
other
for
way.
what you're about to do.
I'm just hoping to see war flags get bitten off. That's all I'm looking for.
They're about to use Davin the Woad's shield as a trampoline, like in the Dragon's Dogma.
Or in Avengers.
Yeah.
Caps.
Eyeball special.
Zulamon, after the creature makes a swipe at y'all and where it's kind of hovering at, you can no longer hear anything. You're now in complete silence.
Ooh. Is it my turn yet?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna turn this wolf around and come out of this tent here. Get out here in the open. I'm gonna charge this motherfucker down with my lance. Boom. Tick. Tick. -5 for 25 damage.
That definitely hits him. You appear to have gotten its undivided attention then. Talisian.
Okay, seeing that the rest of the party's out there now, I go out there and put on my brave face. Cold using what?
It's neither. It's not regenerating and it's not cold using, and it is definitely not undead. That bounces off its plate.
Yep.
Bork, you got an action for me?
Because fuck
yeah.
you again.
If David is holding me up, I'm going to jump right into his face.
Alrighty, I guess roll it to hit.
Oh.
You land over there somewhere.
Okay. So there's still a chance I can get into his mouth.
Not in the slightest. Time. You're
Well, at least I'm not dead.
unless he chooses to eat you, which he might do.
Can I hear myself muttering over here?
Yes.
Alright. I'm gonna pull a snail shell out of my pocket, crumble it, and then cover this sumbitch in a skim of slow oil.
Your spell moves towards it, and then suddenly ricochets back off of it and hits you.
Oh, son of a...
Okay.
You are now slow.
Well, that didn't work very well. Sorry, guys.
This creature's fairly intelligent. Not super intelligent, but smart enough to know that the guy with the lance is probably the biggest danger to him after it just knocked the shit out of him. He makes a spring attack at you again and misses again, unbelievably.
He just loves the puppy too much. Wants to hit the dude, but can't hit the wolf.
So let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Alrighty, One on Zul'Aman. I mean, one on Talisian. Ouch. But only 6 points of damage. I got one on the Dire Wolf. I believe that's going to hit. I don't think the AC on the Wolf is better than a 0.
What's gonna see?
For a lousy 2 points of damage. And then it takes both of its rear claws at Zul'Aman. I believe those will both hit. He's my little boy. You take a total of 5 points of damage. And then the dreaded tail. Let's see who he goes after it. He's going to go after Davin with that. What's your AC with magic and dexterity? And you just got your shield, right?
I'm just naked, no magic.
And you got your...
I have my shield, that's the only thing I got, yeah.
So an AC of 8, that will easily... Oh, you lucked up. Only 7 points of damage.
Oh, lucky.
Tridrakith draws his bow. Bowstring and lets 2 arrows fly. Why does it keep saying it cannot find... That doesn't make any sense. It's like the macro's broken or something. Oh, because you have to save it every time. That's right. God damn it. That's so irritating. Oh, let's roll it from a sheet. Easy enough. That would still be in point blank range, I believe. His arrows sail to the creature and they stop about 5 feet from it and bounce off of some kind of magical shield around it, having no effect whatsoever.
Oh dear.
Davin, you're up.
I am kind of at a loss here.
You guys.
I'm gonna run out of
I'll make
position here.
you all fast.
I can talk here, right?
Yeah, they can.
Correct.
I'm gonna yell at it. What, like, the hell's it doing? What does it want?
Nobody inside the 15-foot radius of it can hear anything that you say.
Oh,
Neither can the
either?
creature. No, he cannot.
Okay. Okay.
That's basically the zone of quiet around him.
Yeah. Oops, I'm looking at the wrong spell list. I'm watching all this magic bounce off him, but I don't know anything about these sort of creatures. I'm gonna try to cast Spiritual Hammer, I guess.
Ooh.
I don't know. Here's what I've got for Spiritual Hammer. I'm just using the 1 ebooks because that's all I got.
The spell has no effect on the creature.
And
You're up, Suleiman.
I am without my hammer and threw it in silence.
Feast on his flesh, Ruckus, while I beat him down with my shield. Yeah.
Unfortunately, Ruckus cannot hear you, but I'm assuming you can spur it with a contact touch, like hit it with your. Y'all can communicate telepathically anyway, because it's your Steve.
Mm-hmm.
So roll it to hit for your wolf and for yourself. That obviously is not going to hit it. That hits it.
And I run down this way and turn around, preparing to charge next round with my lance. Because you can't charge down the same creature every round with a lance. Specifically says that
That
in
would
the
make sense.
weapon description. Yeah. But you can go from creature to creature to creature to creature.
True. Talisian. You there, Talisian?
Yeah, I'm here.
You're up, big guy.
Good. I miss.
Boar, if you're on the ground, it'll take 10 feet of your movement to stand up.
My movement?
Yeah, you still got plenty of range to reach the creature. I think you got a base movement rate of what?
Yeah, I don't know how to check that. How do you check that?
I'm pretty sure a dwarf has a 50-foot move. Right?
Oh, okay, so no
Still
need.
a base of 60.
Dwarves are like 5 or 10 foot shorter, I believe, because of their shorter legs.
Nope. Dwarves, gnomes have 60 feet. Elves have Elsian and 12 feet. 12.
Oh, that's it. That's it. It's still easily within your range. And once you get closer to it, you notice you can no longer hear it.
Yeah, I'm going to try and climb up to his head.
Well, he's 10 foot off the ground, so you're not really going to be able to do that.
Then I'll start jumping to call someone to help boost me up. Doesn't work.
The only person here is Talisian, and I doubt that he's strong enough to do that.
Darn it.
No, and he won't want to because that's. I'm seeing what he's going to be doing. I'm thinking. It's the most insane thing I've ever seen that dwarf do, and I'm not going to have any part of it.
That and I'm naked. I don't think he wants to carry a naked dwarf.
That too.
Why don't you do that one thing they do in Dragon's Dogma where they use a shield as a trampoline?
Oh yeah.
Or is it nobody tosses a dwarf?
I
think
hear dwarf tossing is quite insensitive.
Unless he lacks it.
Dwarf tossing's not politically correct.
So what you gonna do?
Sit on my ass then. There's nothing I can do.
Kine, you're.
Alright. I'm going to cast a haste spell.
Won't go off till next round.
Okay.
Because you are slowed.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's see. I think it's going to stay interested in the paladin still because it sees him preparing to charge him.
Yeah, get ready and put the
Most
visor on my
definitely.
helmet down. I'm coming to get you, dragon. I'm coming to get you.
This time he hits you and knocks you flat to the ground. And he's on top of you.
Ah! Whoops. What the fuck?
shit.
It causes 2d6 points of damage. When he hits you, ha ha! Got lucky. 2 points of damage from getting knocked to the ground. A pinned creature can try to get free each round after becoming pinned, and a successful pin bars roll indicates the creature struggles free.
Holy
A pinned
shit.
creature receives no dexterity bonus to AC and suffers a -4 penalty to attack rolls. The creature cannot use a weapon that requires 2 hands. Drawing a weapon might require a successful dexterity check at the DM's discretion. While the creature has a pinned victim, or if it's fighting on the ground, it attacks normally with its front claws, bite, and tail. So that will be 4 attacks.
Yo, you guys are gonna have to kill it because I'm not strong enough to have much of a Ben Bars lift gate score.
What?
Yeah, we can't hear you, bro.
Yep, that is correct. They can't hear a thing. The claws do 10 points of damage. The bite does 9 points of damage.
This is great background music.
And the tail does 10 points of damage.
Oof. All on him?
So 29.
Yep, all on
to-
Zillimon.
I'm bleeding
That's
out.
correct.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, that puts you in the negatives? Okay.
-1.
Man down, man down.
So he'll move to you, and he is 3rd level, correct? Yeah, 3rd level cleric. He will heal you for 11 points of damage.
With what?
So you're at 10. Cure light wounds.
Can't cast it.
Can't say
Oh, that is
words.
correct. He
Can't
cannot.
cast it. Ah.
Can he
In
hold
that
an
case-
action? No, he can't.
Ah, stupid thing. He healed you for 4 with standard healing skill.
Okay.
And that will be his action, because his arrows are useless against this thing. David.
How many things can I pick up at once? Just one?
I don't know, which strength?
What are you trying to pick up?
My strength is 14.
Maybe 200 pounds, I think, at 14.
Not weight, like per action. Like how many items can I pick up at a time?
What are you trying to pick up?
I'd like to run into the tent here, grab one of the potions from our gear, a flask of oil, and a light from the fire.
Sure, you can do that.
I would like to just remind everybody that we were given 6 pop guns that are basically.
Well, Kime's the only one who can hear you, and
I'm still naked.
Yeah, there's 6 pop guns.
Kaim and Talisian are the only two who can hear you. Borf, the paladin, and the ranger can't hear you.
Yeah, 6 Luthang. It's like a pistol, pop gun, toys children play with, but it's loaded with alchemist fire. Make it a projectile for 40, 60, or 100 ranges. Does alchemist fire with weapon speed of a dagger. 1-time use.
Alrighty. So you're gonna use it?
Can I now run through the openings that I may have made in the tent beforehand when attacking it and get to
Oh, since
Solomon?
since Borf the Odd held his action, can he now attack the creature that's literally standing on me?
He chose to do nothing with his action. He said he was sitting down.
Because it was 10 feet in the air.
Perfect combat strategy.
Alright.
Anyway, I'm still trying to run over to Zolomond and administer a mega potion of some sort.
Potion of healing, maybe?
I just grabbed a random potion. I know we have a ton of them.
One of the
Potion.
I've got a
ones,
bunch of healing potions.
one of the ones from Final Fantasy that maxes out your hit points.
Extra healing? You get that one? I'm looking at it right now.
That's 3d8 plus 3.
Let's do that one. That's the one I grabbed. I know it. So,
So
3d8?
roll it for me. Yep, 3d8 plus 3. Very nice. Zulamon, you got this giant monster on top of you. Daven has just fed you a potion. Tridracus has tried to heal some of your wounds. You're up.
Okay,
Well, it's your turn. You're still down.
is it the kind of grappling where I can't attack back until I break out of it?
No, you're just at -4 to hit,
Oh, okay.
and can't use two-handed weapon.
Cool.
You're
Okay.
cool.
So can I draw a weapon?
Do a dex check, I guess.
Okay.
To see if you can wiggle around and get to it.
Boom, crit. All right, so I drop my lance and draw my sword, and I'm going to commence beating the fuck out of it with my sword and shield.
There, of course.
You said -4 to hit.
Yep.
AC 0 for 10.
That hits.
And the shield punch. Just want to make sure that I have that +1 on the shield. Real quick. And yes, I do. Okay. Shield punch. -4. Ooh, AC 8 for 6.
That's not going to hit.
Okay.
Talisian, I've seen you over there changing your initiative a couple of times. What's up?
I'm going to attempt to cast Chromatic Orb.
Roll it to hit.
Yep. First of all, I gotta get my level over. Okay, so it's going off as a it's level 7 mage. Sorry for the delay.
Quite all right. This is a tough fight.
Using blue. AC7.
Your ball gets towards it, returns back to you, and barely misses. Fourth the odd, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to make my way over to you guys.
Would have been nice though.
It reflects one spell per round. That's per spell. Spell.
And for my action, I'm just going to do what I tried again and try to pray that one of you guys can throw me into his mouth. Oh wait, you guys can't hear me. Crap.
That is correct.
I just start jumping wildly, trying to claw up onto his face.
It's on. Yeah.
He's got Zulaman pinned on the ground, so he's actually on the ground.
Oh. Can I climb into his mouth then?
Hit him with your stick.
If you would like to, you're welcome to take 4 points of damage.
I'll do it. I'm gonna get in his belly.
He bites the shit out of you for 11 points of damage.
That's worth it. Alright.
Kime, you're up.
I'm gonna finish casting haste.
Okay. That'll remove the slow on you, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
You're casting it on yourself?
It's a 40-foot cube, so it'll hit everybody except our healing ranger friend. And it can do one person per level, so it should hit all 5 of us. Starting
Excellent.
from the center out.
Including the dragon?
No, the dragon is A, outside the range, and B...
And B wouldn't be affected by the spell anyway.
Yes.
Right.
Also that.
Oh,
Maybe it
did
would
bounce-
reflect
did-
haste, and I'd get double haste.
Well, chromatic orb already bounced off of it, so if it reflects one at a per turn.
Oh. Either way. Haste says that it negates slow. Does that mean that I'm neutral now, or do I still get
Yeah,
haste?
it restores you back to your normal self. Normal
Okie dokie. I'm going to shift over a little bit to get a little bit
Would that
closer to
include
this
the
guy.
wolf, by the way? With the
would.
haste?
He's within the range, but somebody would get left out because I can only do 5 creatures, and it
You
targets
can pick them, so you can pick the creature. So, like wolf, I guess would get left.
Yeah, I guess. Because it says it affects starting from the center out. So I'd have to choose between either Zalman, the wolf, or myself to not get picked, and the wolf loses, I guess.
Well, Borf was kind enough to take the bite attack for you, Zulaman. All 3 of those will hit.
I would just like to point out my name has no U's or O's in it.
Sorry. Tell me how to say it.
Zalmand.
Zalman. I don't know what I keep saying.
Like pizza. Zalmand.
My apologies.
Yeah.
So he deals 12 points of damage to you.
To me?
Correct. Got an 18, a 19, and a 16. And the bite attack was absorbed by Borg.
Okay,
I guess
so
that makes it the wolf's attack?
is Ruckus hasted?
No.
Unfortunately, no.
Hmm.
However, you are. So you could attempt to get free and make an attack in the same round.
Or get free and heal yourself.
Or get free twice.
I'd rather just kill
Or
it.
you can't hear any of us.
So if I'm hasted, that means I get 4 sword attacks and 2 shield attacks right now. Or sorry, when my initiative comes up. But for now, it's just Ruckus. So he's going to turn to face the dragon and try to free his master by biting and gouging at the dragon to try to kill the motherfucker and put it into a body bag. AC 8 for 7.
AC 8 won't hit. Dracus seeing that his arrows have been completely useless, knows that he can't cast spells because he's inside of a silence. He's a cleric, he knows how that spell works. He draws out 2 short swords and goes to whack him. He scores a hit. For 9 points of damage. The beast is looking fairly hurt now. And we gotta roll and see what he did with his other sword. He didn't break it on the creature's body or nothing, so. That's his attacks. David the Woe, you're up.
I'd like to
And you're hasty.
smash some oil on it and catch it alight if I can.
You're hasted, you'd easily be able to do those 2 things in one action. Give me a to hit with the,
I'll just roll a 20, I suppose.
sounds good, plus your dex modifier.
Oops,
Definitely hit.
No, that wasn't that's not a D20. That's just 20. That's
Your
2.
Your oil misses horribly. Let's see where it goes. Oh, it lands way over here somewhere.
Alright, well, I'd still like to jab it in the eye, I guess, with my torch.
All right,
Go for it.
here we go with four long sword attacks and 2 shield attacks.
He gets a stab.
Sorry?
He gets a stab. You get a stab with your lit torch.
Does torch damage do anything?
Yeah, it does die 6.
Club damage.
Okay.
And it puts the torch.
So we're gonna roll that, or you just got it?
Yeah, just roll a D20. Oh, was that a 5? Was that the roll?
No.
Yeah.
That's a miss.
Let's see. Yeah, that's gonna be a miss because your stack goes much lower than that.
Okay. 4 long sword attacks. Here we go. 1. Crit. 13
Ow.
plus, let's see, slash R, D, 12. 13 plus 5, so 18.
It looks
Okay.
fairly bloodied at this point.
Here's 2. Oh, crit fail.
Damn it.
So roll me a D20 to see if your sword breaks or something.
19.
No, it's fine.
And 2 shield attacks. AC 6 for 4.
That hits it. Oh no! Wait a minute. That just does miss. I'm sorry. I thought that was a 4
And
with
another
the
miss.
hit. Yeah, that's definitely a miss. Talisian, this creature's looking pretty hurt.
Do I get the rest of my sword attacks or no because I rolled a 1?
Yeah, you rolled a 1.
Okay.
Oh, since I'm hasted.
I'll try to give it the pokey pokey.
Yep.
Oh wait, no. I didn't roll a 1. I hit a 1. I hit AC 1. I didn't roll a 1. I did 3 damage.
Oh, you said you rolled a 1, so I just assumed you were right.
Okay, I get 2 more sword attacks. But that hit AC 1 is a hit, 3 damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now I get 2 more attacks. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. Okay.
That misses Talisian.
Yeah, they both missed.
Okay, AC -2 for 4 damage.
That hits it.
And AC 13 is a miss.
Yep. Borf, what you gonna do?
Can I talk
Also
to him
hasted.
for this? Wesley?
Just go ahead and tell me what you're gonna do, because it bit you, and that's.
I am going to try and do a critical shit.
In its mouth. In its
Poison
mouth.
damage. Right down the gut. She'll be fine.
Alrighty, roll it.
Roll attack.
Oh shit! You know, this is super effective on humans.
That does absolutely nothing.
All I did was take
Con-
apart. I'm constipated.
I'm going to move over a ways. You said this.
That'll
he's
put you in.
looking-
Yeah, that'll put you in its silence effect.
Okay. You said he's looking a little bit rough now.
Yeah, he's looking pretty bad.
All right. I want to
He's
use
bleeding this black ichor shit all over the place. Drool.
I want to use one of the 6 Luthang. But I'm
Go
not
ahead.
All right, I'll do it. So that's just a hit roll. D20.
Yeah, just a basic to hit roll. Let me look it up. What did we say that thing did?
Actually, on second thought, I look at it and I realize I have no idea how to fucking thing, and I'm gonna step back. And
I'm worried you could hit your party members with
yeah,
word
yeah, no, this is terrifying. I'm gonna step
I think
back.
it has
out.
like an area effect, doesn't it?
It's loaded with Alchemist Fire, so yeah, it's
Yeah, that would burst into an area effect and likely set
Yeah.
everybody on fire.
yeah. I'm definitely
Oh.
not gonna do that.
The creature, I do believe. Yeah. It's looking around. It's done chewed this guy up one.
Shoot. You cut out. I don't know what you're saying.
It's a pretty good morale roll. That would pass in most instances. But if it runs away, I'm taking a swing at it.
It took disengage, so you won't get a swing at it. And it has an incredible move rate airborne, I believe. Let's see. 15, yeah. So it would be out of it's got a 15 move rate, so it would be
That's
150 feet out of its
7 squares.
15 is its move rate, so it moves 15 squares.
If it
So
withdrew,
what
it
is that,
moves
15
half.
times-
It's cut in half for withdrawal.
Okay. It's still airborne, 60, 70 feet in the air.
I'm gonna just offer up this loot thing that I'm holding to more capable members of my party. Just shoot it, please.
Not at 7 squares, it wouldn't be 70 feet in the air. You can only ascend at a maximum of 45 degrees.
Well, it's well out of weapon range, of melee weapon range.
And we can hear everybody.
Yes, you can all, your hearing is restored.
I'm just screaming at my team, shoot the fucking thing!
It ain't gonna do no good. It's immune to missiles.
But is
Yeah.
Alchemist Fire a missile?
What's his name's not here with the magical arrows, and Tridrakis doesn't have any.
Wait a second.
But this
He'd have some of the flaming arrows, but they still wouldn't hit it. So
The orb's still inside of it.
Yes. I'm the only one who can kill it. If only I take the critical shit.
Take a dump in its neck.
Yes.
if you're still in
Oh,
its
I'm-
mouth, it's going to spit you out at somewhere around 35 feet in the air. That's going to be nasty for you.
He's right over water.
Frozen water.
Exactly.
I'm face palming.
And contrary to popular belief, water is not the softest substance on Earth.
still softer than.
Well,
So you were sure you want to
at-
go with the creature?
At 7 squares, he would only be 35 feet in the air. To be fair.
Yeah, that's going to be 6 dice of damage.
That's 3 dice of damage. You take 1d6 per 10
no,
feet.
it's 6. You take
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 1d6 per 10
cumulative.
feet.
It's 1d6
Per 10
2d6,
feet.
and 3d6.
It's 1d6
No,
per
that's
10
not
feet.
how it works.
Yeah, it's second edition.
No,
That's
that's not
how it
how it
works.
works.
I don't know what edition you're
No, it
playing.
It's 1d6 for 10
Per 10
feet, 2d6 for 20 feet, plus the d6 for the
It's
second 10 feet.
per 10
then
feet.
from 30 foot would be
At
3
30
d6,
feet is
2d6,
3
1
dice 6. 30 feet is 3d6.
And I'm not arguing about it. It's going to be.
I mean, to be fair, you're
Or he
arguing
can
about
simply
killing,
choose to stay
killing a
underground.
character.
Or he can.
He
Or he
would-
can simply.
He was in the dragon's mouth. I mean,
He wasn't in the dragon's mouth. It bit him.
he literally said he climbed into the dragon's mouth.
Yes, I did.
Alrighty, that's fine by me.
I mean, I could try to get into his neck and try to do my business in there.
Alrighty, you'll take 18 points of damage from falling.
Okay.
Yeah, should be 12. 2, 4, 6.
No, it's 18.
Sure it is.
Let's roll a dice to see who's right.
No, no, the DM is right.
Yeah, DM is right. The
Until he reads a
DMG
book.
The DMG does say on page 72, when a character falls, he suffers 1d6 points of damage for every 10 feet fallen to a maximum of 20d6. But it is DM. Yeah, he has final call on pretty much everything, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're playing Beck, me, first edition, second edition, and third edition all rolled into one, so whatever.
Does anybody have an action they want to take before it's the creature's turn?
I would like to give this pop gun to somebody who looks athletic or intelligent. Well, just athletic. Shoot alchemist fire at it.
Actually, Tridracus has got a fairly decent dex. Matter of fact, he's got a 19 dex.
I would like to thrust this into his hands and point at the retreating asshole.
That doesn't require words or anything like that, and it would not be considered a projectile. So,
I would like
what did we
to
say
take
the
some-
damage on that was?
Uh,
Alchemist Fire.
Alchemist
So that's
Fire.
what, 2d8, I think. Yeah, Alchemist Fire is 2d8.
As soon as I see him hand the gun over, I'm running.
One day I'll perform the critical hit. But not this day.
Hey, rolled a goddamn 3.
Fuck. He's not hasted. Fuck. Oh, I tried.
He shoots on a massive amount of fire all over the ice. It's rather impressive. Unfortunately, his aim is not true. All he had to do was roll a 5 or better and he would have hit it.
Well, I'm standing naked with a shield. That's all I got.
I'm assuming there isn't time to get get one of the other ones and waste that one as well.
What if
I didn't
you guys could
if it's
shoot
back inside the tent.
shoot more fireballs at it? I mean, it's got to give at some point.
I don't want to shoot a fireball and have it reflected back at us.
Fireballs.
You're welcome to
anything?
shoot a fireball if you like. I will enjoy that immense.
Seems
Shoot
like
some
plus-
firebolts at it. How many firebolts can it take?
Well, yeah, I could shoot a cantrip at it, and then if Talesian wants
I
to
was
follow up with something good.
3 and 96 points of damage.
Although I guess my turn was passing off that pop guns.
I think it's getting away, guys.
I don't want it to. I really don't.
They get the experience either way.
And besides,
I
that
want
one
to
is not
loot
mess
it.
with us.
There are valuable magic properties on this thing, I assume.
Oh yeah, there'd be a lot of valuable magical properties. I'd have to look up to see what they would be, but its armor for sure would be worth some.
And I saw the light of understanding enter one of my squad mates' eyes as he suddenly realized that he knew how to skin animals properly.
Can I cast hold person? No, kidding.
It's entirely too large, even if it was humanoid.
No, I know.
But that might be the one spell it reflects.
You gonna try to throw some darts at it or something, Talesian?
It's out of range.
How far away is
I
it?
thought long darts had like a 60-foot range on them, didn't
No, only 30 yards outdoors.
they? Yeah, and it's only 30 feet, so 30 yards is 90. I mean, you'd be at -6 to hit, but still.
After seeing a wood elf with a bow miss with arrows, no.
That's true.
No, it's
The
better
protection
not.
from missiles would stop that.
Let it go.
Damn it. Now we've pissed it off, we've made
Kind.
an enemy this day. That's it. I guess I watch it fly off into the sunset.
Sunrise.
Sure. Unless I have enough time to grab one of the other Luthangs and press it into our elf friend's hands. 'Cause I will totally.
His
miss that one.
attack.
Yeah, I assumed as much. Okay. Yeah.
It's okay. We're all alive. Everything's good.
Yeah.
You're over 200 feet away, and the only thing that can reach it at that range would be magic missile or a longbow. And the longbow's not going to work. But does somebody have magic missile? They want?
Yeah, but we would have to work in conjunction.
It reflects magic missiles.
Can it reflect
right, it
one
does get a
dart but then
saving.
take the other darts?
Magic missile never misses, but he would get a saving throw again. I don't know. But it says specifically in the creature's listing, it says it gets a saving throw even if one is not normally allowed.
It
Yeah.
turns one spell per turn. So one of us mages would have to burn a spell for the other one to be able to cast magic missile.
All right.
And risk taking the damage from the first spell as well.
No problem. I shoot a firebolt. It bounces back and hits me for 1. I take it. No problemo.
All right, is there somebody who wants to shoot a magic missile at it?
That'll be me.
Yeah. Knock him out of the fucking sky, Talesian.
Oh, goody. Goes off as an 8th level mage.
Ooh. That seems good.
That's what, 4 missiles?
Yeah.
Yep.
4d4 plus 4 damage.
Well, I'll leave it up to you. Do you want to do, Talesian, do you want to do it as a saving throw for the whole thing or per arrow?
It's per spell. 1 spell, 4 arrows.
It fails. And that brings it down.
18 points of damage.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't wait.
Fuck that dude.
By the way, that was with improved magic missile. For the first half of the spell, it works like magic missile. Then once I get to level 11, I cast an additional missile beyond. Improved magic missile allows me to cast up to 5 more additional as I increase in level.
I'm not sure how you pronounce this. Scalamagedron? Scalamagedron?
What?
Scalamagrion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I concur.
Scalamagrion.
Resembles a gray-scaled, green-eyed dragon with stubby wings and a long, bone-spiked prehensile tail. The creature's overall build is that of a silver dragon.
Never heard of it.
Me neither.
Scalamagrion.
Sounds like some Planescape shit right there.
No, it's Forgotten Realms. That's actually goes all the way back to 1E. But it's in the complete monstrous manual.
I would like to prompt Zalman to go and help me, escort me over to loot it, or to dissect its corpse.
Yeah, we can have Ruckus drag it back to camp.
Oh yeah, love it. Great idea. How much does that dragon weigh?
Size of it's 20 foot long, so it's gonna weigh a lot. What, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 pounds? I'm not sure.
Well, does it look tasty?
Hell yeah, it does. Once you get all that crusty scale off of it, it'll make many a fine meal.
Radiate silence, eh?
I assume that stops
Yeah.
once it's dead?
No.
Ah, shit.
But once you remove its scales, it would.
Yeah. Start plucking those mother truckers.
So as you're like carving it up, you don't hear anything?
I guess not. I'm just weeping silently to myself. Cool.
Alright, after that fight, I would like to equip myself at least half of the healing potions.
He doused me with all that. I could really eat it.
Well, I think they're in a portable hole that the mage had.
Bag of holding.
That one creature is worth 5,000 experience points.
Woo!
Okay, taken from the mage then.
That's not counting in any individual experience for spells and hit dice and all that stuff. Just the base experience is 5,000. What you should have done instead of killing it was track it back to its lair, and then you could have got all the gold and treasure it has in its lair.
Ah,
Instead of killing.
fuck. That would have been a way better idea.
Tracking
Yeah, I was
a
waiting for
flying
someone to
creature.
figure that out.
We'd have to have a flying creature to do that, and we don't have it.
I don't know
Well-
shit about dragons, so.
We know the direction it was heading, at least.
And you got a guy who's got survival skills and can track.
Tracks footprints. Not
It
air.
poops and pee and
Blood
sheds
splatter.
scales and bleeding. Y'all done a shitload of damage to it. The blood trail would be very easy. The blood don't just evaporate when it falls.
Hell, the mages could probably follow it with, like, sense magic or detect magic and just watch for the magic blood all over the place.
Absolutely.
What does an elixir of life do?
Resurrect. I
Brings you
believe.
back to life.
Okay, taking that too. Less of.
You know, it's not any good for you, right? It's only good, like...
Healing
whoever's-
people without being able to use words is very hard.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Taking everything, goddammit.
that's, yeah, that's fair.
Just half.
Congratulations. This is an extremely.
I think that Zalman was the MVP.
Only because I got hasted.
Wow. You also took all of the damage from it.
Well, the majority of it for sure. But the crazy thing is, it rolled a 1 and a 2 when only needed a 4 or better to hit him and pin him.
Yeah.
So for 2 rounds, it just wasted half of its attack.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I just wish I was useful.
You healed.
It says it enjoys the taste of human flesh.
Oh, so do I. That's nothing special.
Actually,
that.
to be
Still,
fair,
it is cunning enough.
human
Still, it
flesh
is cunning
does-
enough to take a victim's body, items and all, back to its lair to avoid being caught while eating.
Sorry,
So then
what does a potion of insanity do?
It makes you like me.
Yeah, that one's
Just gonna say that.
Exactly.
that's a cursed potion.
Okay, I'm
Potion
taking
of
that one.
insanity. That's cursed.
Do you remember when they were you with them in the underground where they come across the berserkers and the insane mage and all of that?
I think I missed that session. I was just there
Yeah,
for
that
the first
the
half
the
of it.
potions came from the mages, and he had that potion of insanity, and they'd all drank it. That's why they were all batshit crazy.
Okay.
Well, one of them was just evil, but the other two were crazy. They weren't really evil. They were just insane.
And 5 what are fortifies?
That's what happens whenever you are an
Actually,
alchemist
sorry.
and you make a bad potion. You go insane when you.
There's this one thing called Find the Path.
That helps you if you get lost.
Can I find the path to the dragon's lair?
Hell yeah. I hope
It's not really how that spell works. It helps you find. I have to look it up. I'm not exactly.
now that you say that, I think I did look it up, and it just lets you find like the exit to a maze or something like that, or like the most efficient way out of where you're going. Or
Yeah, the reason the cleric gave it to y'all is in case you got lost in the woods,
Right.
yeah,
But you have to
which is easy to do when there's a blizzard.
just checking my options here.
yeah.
Which would have happened if Talisian or whoever it was that rolled that 15. If they'd rolled two numbers higher, y'all would have been in the middle of a blizzard.
Mm.
Okay. Also taking this nonsense.
And then the Scalamadrian wouldn't have been able to fly.
He wouldn't have attacked. He'd have been in his cave. Well, it's 12:30. I want to call it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yep.
Is there any other stuff on the dragon? Does he have any cool gear that he's eaten and hasn't dissolved? or
I'll
anything?
do a little research during the week and see what all it could be used for. I'm sure the armor can be used to make magic armor.
Okay. Thank you very much.
It has an innate protection from normal missiles. That might make a very nice set of armor. A set of armor that gives you a continuous protection from normal missiles, meaning that no non-magical missile weapon could ever hit.
That sounds pretty.
That'd be pretty badass.
Yeah.
The tail could make the barbed tail could make a very nasty spear, I would think. Maybe one that does double damage.
Or a
Maybe
lance.
I should use the
Oh yeah, it can make a nasty lance. Do what?
make his teeth into a shield. A very spiky shield.
That would be a very well, I guess you could. There is a yeah, there is such thing as a razor shield, where you can use the shield to do damage. Oh no, it'd be a knife shield because the spikes would be sticking out like knives. It'd be a knife shield, where you can stab with the shield instead of bashing them with it. Zul'Aman might get some use out of that.
All right. Thanks for DMing, Wes.
Yeah.
See you guys
No
next
problem.
week.
Y'all have a good evening.
All right.
Have a good night, guys.
And for our viewers, stay tuned for reruns. We're going to have reruns right after this. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you're watching us live on Twitch, please do hit the follow button at the top of the screen. It's that heart-shaped button. And if you're watching us on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can receive notifications whenever we upload. I usually upload at least 3 times a week. I play, what's it called? Mystara on Friday nights. I DM my homebrew game, The Orb of Sawnod Hex, on Saturdays. And then I play this game on Sunday nights. And I usually upload each of them. And if you'd like to help us out in any way, shape, or form, I strongly urge you to explore our links to Patreon and PayPal. If you're watching us live on Twitch, all you have to do is scroll down. You'll see links to Patreon, PayPal, Twitter, and some other social media sites. The PayPal is just for like one-time small donations or tips, and the Patreon is for a monthly pledge, as little as $1, and each pledge level is cumulative with those below it. So at the top level, you would have all of the perks. And again, thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for reruns right after this. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.